Okay, a very good morning, dear students, and welcome to the lecture on Introduction to Security. And today we will be talking about Introduction to Cryptography. In the previous lecture, we have seen the differences of the network security, computer security, then network security. We have seen the aspects of network security, that is, we have dealt with the active attacks, the services, the mechanism. Today, we will be beginning with the next aspect, important aspect, that is introduction to cryptography. So, what is cryptography? Now, by the end of this session, students will be able to recognize the need of cryptography in data transfer, introduce and describe the terminologies of a crypto system, prepare themselves for studying modern cryptography. Now, we have seen that whenever we want to protect our data while data transfer on the network, one of the most important thing is to ensure the confidentiality and integrity of the data. Why do we want to ensure the confidentiality and integrity of the data? It is because the data, when it's being transferred, might be under attack. The attack can be an active attack or passive attack. Unless we know or the harm is being done to the data, till then we are unaware of the loss of data. Therefore, we need to prepare ourselves by studying the new concept. All new concept means which is new to you, but which is existing almost since the time of 14th century. That is Julius Caesar, which used to send messages. Okay, and then during the World War II. So here we need to understand why we are using cryptography. What are the terminologies in the crypto system? Okay, so simple example over here. Now, there is a person Alice and there is a person Bob. Alice wants to say, I like you and do you like me? Is the message that she wants to send to Bob. So, this is a public message totally and it's a private message. However, she is using a public forum, that is internet, to send this message. Now, see what happens. This is totally a personal message, right? However, Alice wants this personal message should only be known to Bob. Okay. But if you see, there's as in real time, there are always people. Okay. People maybe the neighbors, the maybe the friend circle, or maybe anyone who is interested, right, in knowing what is going in Alice's life, what is going in Bob's life. And therefore, this particular person actually wants to know, and this we can call an enemy or it can be a friend in disguise. Okay. So, what is he doing? He is trying to observe, doing this eavesdropping. Now, eavesdropping is something that we have seen. It's a kind of passive attack, just trying to know what is being done, like we also do na. We, when some friends of us are talking, we just see, observe them, right? We don't know the actual contents, but we guess that contents, right? As though we know everything. But this is a real time scenario that, like, this person Alice wants, has some feelings, okay, and she also has some question that is the same kind of feelings that you have. And this is a person, obviously this is a private communication, private conversation that is expected to be happening within Alice and Bob. However, this is this person enemy. Okay, now we call it enemy because, see, a friend is there, first friend will directly ask, have you said something? No, but this person wants to know also and wants to remain apart also, right? So, what is the problem over here then? How she should send a message in such a way that this person is not aware. Because if she sends it using a public forum, anyone can eavesdrop the message and try to know. So, the solution here is the cryptonium pipe. Means you use this is called as the cryptonium pipe. Now, what is this cryptonium pipe? that you use the concept of cryptography. Okay, the crotonium pipe is hide something in that and send it in such a way that it will be only Bob who will get this. Okay, now this is the reason why cryptography came into picture. Now we will see how old is cryptography and the origin of cryptography. I hope that why the need of cryptography is essential, because see, there are lots of communications that happen day to day on one basis or within one or many. However, there is a need that that communication should be between the two people. But always there is third party who is interested in knowing. And what do? They just only observe and monitor. And how to protect the data from these type of people? So the solution is using the philosophy, using the concept of cryptography. Now we need to understand, now is this cryptography new, or is it now, or is it like 5 years back? So when is it started? So it has its origin in the Greek scriptures. Okay, so crypto is taken from the word cryptography, is taken from the Greek words cryptos, meaning that k is silent, is hidden. Okay, cryptos is equal to hidden or secret, and graphy is writing. Okay, so graphology, everything, graphology like writing. So cryptography is secret writing. Okay, so it is not new, neither 20 years back nor 50 years back. It's long back into the different centuries when we talk about the 14th and the 15th century. So it is the art of secret writing. Okay, it is evolution of science of cryptography took place in prehistoric times, which is around 4000 years ago. Okay, which is always almost 4000 years ago. It was the phase when Egyptians used hieroglyphy technique to send and receive messages in a secret format. Okay. Now, basic goal is to send messages that no one but the intended recipient can read. Okay. So, why did this technique? Now, is it almost during the prehistoric times? And it is the phase when the Egyptians used this technique. So, what was the basic goal of this? The basic goal is to send messages that no one but the intended recipient can read. Okay, so cryptography is the practice and study of techniques for securing communication and data in presence of adversaries. Okay, so what are these adversaries? Means you have the what is it? The most important goal is that you have to secure the communication. So whatever it may be. Now see, this message that you saw between Alice and Bob. It was expected to be between the two, right? But however, there was a third person that is called as adversaries. So in spite of, and you also use this technique, right? Most of the time, you talk in coded language. You have your symbols, and you want to avoid knowing the third person, what is being decided between you. So it is that time you are actually using the hidden language, and hidden writing actually is cryptography. Now see, this is the origin of cryptography. This is was during this time. So there are some symbols which has a meaning, and it was only that the encoded person who has encoded and for whom it has been written on decoding, that person will be able to know. So in such kind of symbols, okay, which were used in the prehistoric times, you have the origin of cryptography. Okay, now moving ahead, can you see this, the animation that is moving on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So this is also now further there were lots of development. I talked about, or I think I have not talked about, the 9/11 attack. Okay, that happened on the twin towers in USA, used steganography. Now, what is steganography? It's also a one kind of hidden message encoding, wherein you have an image hidden. Now, here you see Even here, the letter A is hidden. So there are different ways in which the encoding and decoding can be done. So I just wanted to give you an example. Therefore, I included this example. So more about steganography we will see in the next lecture. So, but what is this end to end steganography, cryptography, and what is the goal? The primary goal is to secure the message, make the message secure, confidential, and protect it from the adversaries or the enemies or the person for whom it is not intended. Okay. Now, there are four major objectives which are related to cryptography. So, what are those four? Means we are doing this all right, but what is the objective behind this all? So, there are four objectives, and what are those four objectives? Obviously, we have seen the security services, and these are actually the goals of security services. Means when we are trying to do cryptography, why we are trying to do it? Because we want to ensure the confidentiality, we want to ensure the data integrity. We want to ensure the data authentication. We want to ensure non repudiation. Okay. So, first, what is meant by confidentiality? So, the objective of cryptography is basically to keep the data confidential. It gives secrecy to our data. It protects our data to read by unauthorized entity. Okay. So, this is the uh, primary goal about it, that our data needs to be protected from unauthorized entity. Now, the second question, or second objective, data integrity. It identifies the occurrence of manipulation in the data. It assures that intactness of data. Now, see, what do I mean by intactness of data? I have written there that all shall attend. Okay. Instead of that, somebody tamper the message and writes, no one shall attend. Okay. So, is the data same as what I sent? Yes, I say I have written the message, all shall attend. However, when the data is received to the receiver, there is written as no one shall attend. Okay. So, is the data same as what was being sent?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, the data was not censored. What is this? There has been tampering of the data. The integrity, the genuineness, the correctness of the data is lost. So, with cryptography, you not only try to ensure the confidentiality, but the second most important thing is that the data is integrate. Means first, confidentiality means to whom? Now, I want to send, consider I want to send a private message to Akansha. Okay. So I don't want another person to know about it. And when I say that I want to send the message to Akansha, the message that I'm sending to Akansha should be the same that what I have written, and it should not be misplaced or modified by the third person through whom I am sending the data. Most of the time what happens is the data confidentiality also is lost and the data integrity also is lost. Means what had to be told only to Akansha is no longer restricted to Akansha. It may be the case on the way it has been leaked, and not only leaked, the data is modified. Okay, and this is the problem with the generation today. There is no confidentiality of data observed. There is no integrity of data observed because there is no honesty philosophy that has been observed. And most of the applications that we find today are majorly focusing on confidential data integrity. Now, you see, there are lots of rumors going on that there will be lockdown, and also day before yesterday there was a video that went viral on saying that there is a lockdown going to be imposed. Did you go through that video? Yes. Have you come across that video on through WhatsApp, any of the student? Kindly response.
No, ma'am.
Okay. None of y'all, none of y'all have come across the video of our CM. Yeah. Okay. So there was a video which went viral, which was saying that it was there was a picture of our CM and the news thing, breaking news kind of a thing, and it was saying that there is going to be a strict lockdown imposed. But however, the next day there was a clarification on the video that the video is not authentic and the image also is not authentic. Okay, so this takes us to the third objective of cryptography is authentication. It assures that the message has been sent by verified user. It also makes sure that data is going to verified receiver. Means both sides, that is it sent by verified user and is it going to verified receiver. Again, like you, if the CM himself is giving some message, okay, means it is authentic. But where is it coming from? It's coming from social media. Is it coming through the standard news channel, or is it live? Is it on the press information bureau of the Maharashtra website? Is it updated on there, or is it authenticated? Is it signed? No. Therefore, it has been said that you should not believe to rumors. So authenticity of the data has to be very important. Now see, if you observe that the confidentiality is ensured, the data integrity is ensured, but if the data only is not authentic, okay, it's not been sent by a verified user, then what is the sense of the confidentiality and what is the sense of data integrity? Does it makes any sense? No. The total data, total these two objectives makes no sense because the data only is not authentic, and moreover data is not from the authentic verified user. So the question is that the first two objectives are meaningless. Okay, because this all should be aligned. Okay, confidentiality has to be there, data integrity has to be observed, authentication is to be verified, and once it is third, all three objectives are there. The fourth important objective of cryptography, that is non-repudiation, means what? It assures that the sender does not deny after sending the information. It overcomes dispute when anyone refuses to take accountability of the information. Now, see, today as a class teacher, I give some data to you. I give, it is coming from me, I'm sending it through my WhatsApp. Okay, and based on that you take the actions, and tomorrow I deny that I am not sent this information. It can happen, right? It happens with most of the students, that and the teaching fraternity. Okay, when they are dealing with students who are over smart, okay, that they deny I did not get the message. Okay, or it may be the case that tomorrow I may deny something. So how do I avoid from this particular act of denying? I do it through non repudiation. So non repudiation, it assures that I will not deny after sending the information, and it overcomes all the disputes when anyone refuses to take the accountability of the information. So these are the four major objectives of cryptography, and all has to be present. Without anyone missing, you cannot have the correct data transfer. Okay, I just want you all to note it down. Okay, have you all noted down this? Now, moving ahead. Now, see, now after we observe this, like how the initial communication that we saw between Alice and Bob will have the confidentiality, will have the integrity, will have a non repudiation. Means today Alice said, I like you, okay? And tomorrow she may deny. So, it may be the case she may deny after saying that Bob is not interested. She said, I did not send this only message. So all these things can be ensured using this crypto system. So now we will understand what is the meaning of this crypto system. So the system that is used in place to secure the data using, okay, using the plain text, ciphertext, encryption program or encryption algorithm, decryption program or decryption algorithm, encryption key and decryption key is jointly or altogether called as the crypto system. Now, what are these terminologies? We will see in detail. Now, what is cryptography? It's actually, first we will understand the same image I have kept over here. Okay, so this is the same image that I was talking. So, cryptography is basically the art of hiding or hiding the messages and making it secure. Okay, so what does it involve? As this you saw, this diagram you saw, like the same communication has to be sent, right, to Alice, by Alice to Bob. So she makes use of cryptography. Means what does she does? She uses this concepts. Okay, so, first of all, plain text. We understand those terminologies. So, plain text is the message in its original form. Now, if you see over here, what is the original message here? I like you. Do you like me? This is called as the original message. Okay. Now, we have seen in the very first diagram over here, the message itself was not secure. Okay, if you remember this, this is here, it was just, she was just transferring over a public platform, right? It was not using cryptography system. So what she tried to do is, in order to ensure there is a security of the data, she went on for cryptography. So what is cryptography? So again, she wants to hide these messages. So what are the terminologies? So the first thing, the plain text. So what is plain text? So plain text is the original message, what is being sent by the sender. Okay. Now here are two entities involved. This person A, Alice, okay, and this person B. This is the receiver. Okay. So this is the sender and this is the receiver. And the communication between them is going through the cryptography. Okay. Cryptography system or crypto system. Now, the original message in its coded form is called as ciphertext. Now see, this is the plain text, and when you apply the coding, what you get is called as the ciphertext. Now, how do you get this ciphertext? You get this ciphertext by converting the plain text to ciphertext. Okay, and that is called as encryption. So encryption is the process of converting plain text to ciphertext. Now, moving ahead, when this message now, this plain text is encrypted, okay, that is converted from plain text to ciphertext, this reaches this receiver, okay, intended receiver. And here, if you can see, it is shown as C dash. Now, the process again of converting the ciphertext, okay, the process of converting the ciphertext to plain text is called as decryption. So, and what you obtain after that is called as the plain text back, because now you have decrypted the encoded message. Okay. Cipher is the algorithm for transforming the plain text to ciphertext. Okay. What is now? Obviously, when you are using some algorithm, there will be some key. Means you are putting some lock, there has to be a key. So, info used in cipher known only to sender and receiver is called as the key. Okay, so you have the plain text, you have the ciphertext, you have the encryption, you have the decryption. Okay, you have the cipher. Cipher is nothing but the algorithm that is used for transforming the plain text to ciphertext. Then you have the key, okay, which is used for encryption and decryption at both ends. Now, this all together is called as the study of encryption principles or the methods, which is termed as cryptography. Okay, and further, the study of methods of deciphering ciphertext without knowing the key is cryptanalysis. So, cryptology, field of both cryptography and cryptanalysis. So, cryptography is studying the encryption methods and principle, and cryptanalysis is study methods for deciphering the ciphertext without knowing the key. And this both together is called as cryptology. Okay, so these are the common terms that are used in crypto system. I hope this is clear to you all now. So we have seen that in the normal day to day life, we feel the need to secure the data. We secure the data by using cryptographic system because there's always a fear of it being harmed by adversaries. The adversaries may be known adversaries in the form of friends, colleagues, or our neighbors, or any known person, or it can be unknown adversaries. Okay, anyhow, the aim is to know the data or harm the data. And this can be done using implementing crypto system. Today, you see the message that you get on WhatsApp, all the messages are encrypted. When you transfer username password, 32-bit encryption, 128-bit encryption is being used. So no system today you will find without this concept. So it is not a new concept. It has been since the prehistoric times. Now, with modern technology and modern algorithms, more sophistication, more security has been ensured. Okay. So, plain text, I just repeat the terminologies because henceforward, when we talk about cryptography, we will be talking about these terminologies: the plain text, cipher text, encryption, decryption. Okay. So, plain text is the original message, cipher text is the coded form. Encryption is the process of converting plain text to ciphertext. Decryption is the process of converting ciphertext to plain text. Okay. Key is the info used to know the sender and the receiver. Now, how does this crypto system work? Now, there are two terminals. Okay. So, how this complete thing works, right? We need to understand that. So, there are two terminals. One is the sender and one is the receiver. Okay. Step one, at the sender's end, obviously there will be a sender, there will be one receiver, without which you cannot have a communication, because communication is established between two peoples. Now, at the sender's end, you have encryption system generates ciphertext as the output on getting the message. Now, what is this message? This is the plain text and encryption key as the input. Okay, so I am explaining how the crypto system works. Now, in this part, there are two terminals: one is the sender, one is the receiver. In step one, you get the plain text, okay, which is to be sent, that is encoded. And how is this being encoded? It is being encoded using the encryption system that generates the ciphertext as the output, and this requires the encryption key and the encryption algorithm. Okay, so at step 2, at the receiver end, decryption system gets the ciphertext as input from the sender's terminal, and it gets mixed with the decryption key. After further processing, authorized user at this terminal receives the original message sent by the sender. Okay, so based on this, there are two types of crypto system which are listed: symmetric and key encryption and asymmetric key encryption. Okay, so I will now just to show you the animation of symmetric key encryption. I want you all to observe the animation on the screen. Here, ABC is the plain text. There is encryption which is being applied. Now, the encrypted text you can see is this that you have got. After decryption, applying the key back, you get the original message ABC. Now, this is called as the private key or also called as the symmetric key cryptography because the same key is used to lock and unlock the data. Okay, this is just for your understanding. We will see in detail. Now, this is the asymmetric key or public key cryptography, wherein the message is being sent. The plain text is ABC, encryption algorithm, the recipient's public key. Using a different key, you get the encrypted text at the receiver side. You apply recipient's private key, you decrypt it, and you get the message. Okay, so what is symmetric key cryptography and asymmetric key cryptography? We will see in the next lecture. However, what is to be understood now is how the crypto system works. So, your primarily the crypto system works in two steps. That is, you have the plain text, you apply the encryption algorithm, you apply the key, you obtain the cipher text. Send the cipher text to the receiver unlocks it, that is, decrypts it using the decryption algorithm, decryption program, and the key. Now, depending on the types of key used, further the crypto system is classified as asymmetric and symmetric. Okay, so here we will stop with the lecture and thank you for your patient listening.